Hello friends, welcome to all of you in my YouTube channel. Today I teach you post-independence phases of development. So let's start the discussion of post-independence phase of development in India. With the attainment of independence, India chose to follow the path of planned social and economic development, for which Planning Commission was set up on 15 March 1950 under the chairmanship of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India. Since then, the Prime Minister of India been the ex officio chairman of Planning Commission. Having gone the background of the Indian economy, we can now analyze the main aim and objectives of the various 5 years plan of development. First plan from 1951 to 1956. The first 5-year plan in fact paved the way for the planned economic development of the country. It had two main objectives. First, to bring the Indian economy out of the state stagnation caused by the Second World War and the partition of the country. Secondly, it initiated the process of all-around development, balanced development of the Indian economy, so as to ensure the steady improvement in the living standard of the people over a period of time. The first plan, according to the highest priority to agriculture, with the special emphasis on rural reconstruction programs and land reforms, including the initiative on various irrigation and power projects. About 44.6% of the total of rupees 2.69 crore was allotted to its development. The planned project was rather optimistically that saving the investment of the portion of the nation income would rise from an estimated 5% to 6% in the early 1950. The percentage by 1968 and 1969 was stabilized at the level thereafter. Aggregate into was expected to double approximately 20 years and per capita income in 27 years. The second plan, 1956 to 1961. In the 1954, the Parliament declared the economic policy should achieve a socialist pattern of society with a greater equality in income and the wealth inside. The main aim of the second plan was therefore to promote the pattern development which could lead the establishment of socialistic pattern of society in India. The second plan was aimed an increase of 25% in the national income, rapid industrialization with a particular emphasis on the development basic and heavy industries, large expansion of employment opportunities, reduction of the inequalities and in income and wealth, and more even distribution of economic power. In the second plan, there was special emphasis on industrialization. It is also aimed at increasing the national income by 11% per annum by 1960 to 61. The development strategy of economic growth through the modern industrialization was continued in the third plan. The aim, the immediate objectives of a third plan, which was aimed at self-sufficiency, were to secure and increase the national income over the 5% per annum and at the same time ensure the pattern of investment which could sustain this rate of growth up during the subsequent planned periods, to achieve the self-sufficiency in the food grains and increase the agricultural production, to meet the requirements of industry and exports, to expand the basic industries like steel, chemical, fuel, power, establish machine building capacity so that the requirements of further industrialization could be made within a period of 10 years, so mainly from the country's own resources, to utilize fully the manpower resources of the country, ensure the substantial expansion in employment and opportunities, and to establish progressively the greater equality of opportunity, to bring about the economic power in India 1989. Therefore, in this strategy of development, the public sector was expected to promote the growth of infrastructural facilities like basic and heavy industries, and on the other hand, to reduce the concentration of economic power through the expansion of public ownership of means of production. The first phase of development, the first 3-5 years plan period, was characterized by fairly sustained the growth in per capita income with an 8 to 10% compound the growth rate of industries output 3 to 3.5% compound growth rate of food grains output, around 1.75% growth rate in per capita income, thus indicating a steady improvement and compared to the pre-independence period. The annual plan 1966 to 69. During the 50s and 60s, there was a stable government, thus paving the right way in planning and development. However, Indo-Pakistan conflict in 1965 to successive years severe drought or devaluation of the currency, general rises in price and erosion of resources available for plan purposes delayed finalization of fourth plan. Therefore, instead of fourth plan, 3 annual plans were formulated between 1966 and 69. Fourth plan 1969 to 74. The fourth plan emphasizes on improving the condition of the less privileged and the weakest section of society through the provision of employment and education. It aimed at raising the standard of living people through the various programs to promote equality and social justice. Fifth plan 1974 to 79. During this period, the economy was facing severe inflationary pressure. Through the major objectives of the plan were to achieve the self-reliance and adopt measures for raising the consumption standard of the people living below the poverty line, and emphasis was also put on bringing inflation under control and achieve the stability of the economic situation. Thank you friends. If you like my video, like it and share it.